Mark, Ryder Cup week this week. Looking forward to it?
Absolutely. I mean, to me, it's the most. Majors are great, but the excitement of the Ryder Cup is fantastic. Match play, head to head, and it's always a great event. I mean, it's sometimes it's not as close, but you still enjoy it, and hopefully it'll be a close event.
Key words there: match play.
Yeah.
Ryder Cup match play. You cast your mind back to years ago when we were kids, growing up. We had plenty of match play, but you remember well our mother, what she used to say to us in the kitchen before we'd go out to the first tee to play our opponent. She would always say, look, respect your opponent, wish them well, shake hands, and then you go and do the best you can. So, when you walk in the tee, you say, play well. But deep down inside yourself, you're saying, play well, but don't play just quite as well as I'm going to play.
A lot of the Europeans came up playing, the home internationals, match play, and foursomes. So they have experience in foursomes and more in the match play, which I think is an advantage over the Americans.
This week we would like to wish the two pairings well in the Ryder Cup. Okay?
Two pairings.
Two pairings. Pádraig Harrington and the pairing on the American team. Think about it. Pádraig is the Irish for Patrick. Paddy. Yeah. Pádraig Harrington is known as Paddy, Patrick Cantley.
Oh.
I was trying to figure out why did they call him Patrick? He's how many Americans are called Patrick? Did you know he was born on the 17th of March?
No.
17th of March, by the way, is the patron saint of Ireland, St. Patrick. So obviously there must be a connection there. And I delved further and I saw his mother, her Christian name, is Colleen. And Colleen is the Irish for girl. So the Cantleys, there must be an Irish connection there. I didn't delve any further, but maybe if anybody out there knows about the Cantleys and wants to get in touch with us and let us know what's the Irish connection, I'd be interested to know. Okay, but anyway, we're wishing the two pairings well, play well, but Patrick Cantley don't play just quite as well as our pairings do.
Let's hope it's a great match.
How do you think it's going to go?
Ryder Cup is always very hard to call. On paper, the Americans obviously were ranking way ahead on their home course. Fairways, I believe, are very wide, long course. Everything's going to be in favour of the Americans. I think if Europe can get a good start in the foursomes, get a bit of momentum going, anything can happen.
Whistling Straits is 7,790 yards. It's a huge golf course. The Americans have the majority of the big hitters. World ranking points, they have something like 10 in the top 13. Europe have, John Rahm is number one.
The only thing, Frank, is that every time the Ryder Cup is played, the Americans always have
strength,
world ranking points.
Yeah,
so
and yet
it doesn't always count for everything.
So Friday morning, Mark, the first set of foursomes. The Europeans are going to have to get off to a good start.
Yeah, I think they need to win 3 the first 4.
Well,
2.5 anyway.
Yeah, well, even 2-2 mightn't be bad. What you don't want to see is the event kind of getting washed away early on, So, yeah, they need to get off to a reasonably good start. Any idea of what kind of foursomes Pádraig is going to have out there?
I think he'll try and give everyone a game on day one.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
So, on that basis, he has to bring in 4 guys over 40. And I think he might bring at least 2 or 3 to make foursomes. Now, I think he'll pair 2 Spaniards, which to me looks a good pairing to get on well. Possibly Rory and the 2 Irish, Rory and Shane. I think he'd bring Westwood in, because he's not going to play him too many matches. I think Fleetwood will play a lot of golf during the week. So
I would think he'll be focusing on getting it pretty strong on day one.
Yeah.
I agree with you with the aged guys in the 40s that, probably one game, maybe foursomes, but he still has to kind of pick what I would expect to be his 4 strongest pairings.
Well, I think Hovland and Fleetwood will play in the first morning as well. They might be together. I think he'll then bring in, I think Casey will come in.
Yeah.
So it might be, I don't know the exact pairings, but I mean it could be Casey and Fleetwood, or it could be Hovland and perhaps Westwood, something like that. I don't know. What do you think?
No, I agree with what you're saying. I expect that the guys that are in their 40s, he'd probably favour them playing foursomes as opposed to the 4-ball. But he needs strength. He needs to try
Needs
and
a
get a
good start.
result on Friday morning. He needs to get in there at least 2-all, and hopefully even a bit better than that if possible. Let's get to the bottom line here. Your prediction for the final result?
My head is saying USA, my heart is saying Europe. And I think I'll go with my heart for a big surprise. I'll go 15-13 for Europe.
Okay, 15-13. Okay, my head is saying USA, and I'm sticking with it. So as far as I'm concerned, and I think they're going to win. I honestly think they're going to win comfortably. We'll see. I hope it's a good event, a good tournament.
So what's your score?
My score is 16.5 and 11.5.